Just as you're about to turn in for the night, you take one last look around the room. You catch a glimpse of an 8-legged freak skulking in the corner of your ceiling. And there goes your good night's sleep. It's undeniable that we all suffer from phobias and fears. Even if you accept the majority of theirs, you are still terrified of at least one thing in the world. But it's not a cause for embarrassment or shame. According to psychology, every worry you have is a sign of something within yourself. A surprisingly striking characteristic you would have never guessed. This video analyzes your top 10 anxieties and how they relate to your personality. Number 1. Snakes. A fear of snakes is known as ophidiophobia, and in a 2019 survey, 56% of adults in America admitted to having this fear, making it the second most common phobia. But what does this reveal about your personality? You act as a spokesperson for others. Snakes are considered a bad luck charm because they represent dishonesty. These are the animals that have been associated with fear for a very long time. The protective instinct you have if you're afraid of snakes means you're more likely to speak up for those who are less fortunate, or for those who may be getting bullied. You are protective and considerate towards your fellow humans in a lesser situation than you. Number 2. The fear of blood. If you're among those who jump or faint at the sight of blood, you're not alone. Between 3 and 4% of the population also have this fear. And the meaning behind it is very surprising. You are the one who is calm and composed. Psychologists say people who experience fear of blood associate blood with anything that can be dangerous or wrong. And as soon as you spot it, your brain gets a danger signal. Number 3. Public speaking. Fear of public speaking can indicate a number of things, including low self-esteem, a need for approval from others, an expectation of failure in most endeavors, and an obsession with perfection. Your fear of being judged when you speak in public has driven you to be perfect in all areas of your life, including your relationships. You strive to be a perfectionist and don't accept anything less. You pay attention to detail and can sometimes be put off from doing certain things as you fear you will not do them well. Number 4. Fear of clowns. A fear of clowns means you are an honest person and you speak truthfully. Clowns always have the same expression no matter what they are wearing as a hat. They're also con artists. Clowns incite a lot of fear in people because they represent skewed perceptions. If you value honesty, openness and straightforwardness, it's likely that you're afraid of clowns. Number 5. Spiders. The 8-legged crawlers are currently the most common phobia across the globe. In the UK, 59% of the population develop a fear of spiders before the age of 18. According to research, fear of spiders is widespread amongst both sexes, and it dates back to when spiders were considered a danger to human life. But what does this fear say about half of the population? Screaming at the sight of even the most common household spider indicates that your survival and leadership instincts are particularly strong. You tend to be more commanding and confident in day-to-day life, and a constant reminder of spiders has made you more alert and cautious around friends and intimate relations with your partner. Number 6. Germs. Even the smallest of details annoy you, but your boss probably appreciates your attention to detail. Overall, people who have a fear of germs are usually more organized, punctual and mentally healthy according to studies, and these characteristics make you more professional and come across more competent in the workplace. Number 7. The fear of dark. In the absence of sight, the most basic of our 5 senses, we must use our imaginations. With limited vision, you have no idea what could go wrong, and you're therefore more vulnerable to unpleasant surprises. If on the other hand you're terrified of being alone in the dark, it could be a sign of overactive imagination. Your imagination can conjure up disturbing images when presented with a white canvas. People who are scared of the dark are creative beings, innovators and long-term thinkers. Your imagination is your escape and you dread the thought of darkness. Number 8. Fear of being alone. For a lot of people, being alone is a horrifying experience. There's a possibility this is because they're worried about being forgotten or not loved enough. The majority of the time, these people are vivacious and the life of the party. They can't sit still and always want to make an impression. They surround themselves with colleagues, family, music, movies and are always plugged in. Usually people who are afraid of being alone are not good at meditation, and spending time with one's thoughts could lead to anxiety and panic attacks. Number 9. Crowds. To avoid crowds, you're most likely to value your own personal space than others are. No, it doesn't mean you don't like meeting new people. Rather, it means you prefer to surround yourself with people in whom you have faith. Keeping your emotions separate is critical, but you must be wary of becoming emotionally dependent on it. If this is the case, building meaningful relationships may be difficult for you. You tend to block out people from your life and have a hard time trusting people. A crowd can represent deceit, dishonesty and unfamiliarity, which is definitely not your cup of tea. Number 10. Fear of heights. Acrophobia is a pervasive mental disorder also known as irrational fear of heights. Affecting approximately 5% of the world's population, the meaning of this fear is that you are grounded. Being afraid of heights indicates that you are in touch with your roots and your most basic method of movement control, your feet. When it comes to power, you prefer to be in the driver's seat. You're also thoughtful and quick on your feet. Instead of fantasizing, you plan. Instead of wishing, you set goals. Instead of imagining, you get to work. People who are afraid of heights are usually doers. And that's it guys, 10 fears and what they say about your personality. Let us know below which fear you can relate to most. Is there any fear that we've missed? Which fear would you love to overcome? Also, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to smash the like button and subscribe for more daily videos at the Info Hub. For now, goodbye.